What's up guys, Zerda here, and I am finally providing you guys with the video that you have been asking for years now. I know that everyone has been wanting to see a video on my favorite duos, my best duos in the UFC, the best duos in the UFC objectively, right? And for starters, I'm going to include a duo who, you know, sure they're a good duo, but they are my biggest ops. These are my biggest ops in this situation. This is who I will be attacking with my duo that I will team up with. And yeah, it's going to be Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch. You know, these guys have been a beautiful couple for as long as time has existed. These guys have always been together. You know, they've been together holding hands since day one. And Tim Welch has been a very supportive husband, I guess, of Sean O'Malley's for quite a while, actually. And so these guys, sure, maybe if you're a Sean O'Malley fan, you're saying, they are such a good duo. These guys are awesome. I'd want to hang out with them and smoke weed with them. But, you know, me, I'm not into that. I'm not that type of guy. So I'll include them in this, but I'm going to title them my biggest ops. These are my biggest ops. These are the guys who I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be 2v2ing or 2v3ing, right? Because I'm going to be teaming up with a couple of these duos here. And let's start off with an honorable mention. An honorable mention. Okay, this is an honorable mention. We got Marlon Cheeto Vera and Luke Rockhold. Okay, now this is a badass duo. Obviously, I'm a Cheeto fan, so I'm boosting them up a little. But these guys are always together. You know, they train together. They're always just chilling together. They're hunting together, getting fucking steaks together. You know, they're doing whatever together. They're surfing together. These guys are just, they're a good duo. They're an awesome duo. I definitely hang out with these guys and just, you know, cruise around town in Cheeto's lowrider and just, you know, I just chill around town with these guys. I feel like these guys would be a good duo to be around, but are they the best duo? Are they who you think of when you think of, you know, this guy's an awesome duo? Not necessarily. So I won't put them on the official best duo list, but he's an honorable mention. And speaking of honorable mentions, I'm gonna put Yuri Prohashka and the Voices in one of my favorite duos. Yuri Prohashka and the Voices. Listen, these guys are a great duo. I feel like if you visited Yuri in the Czech Forest, at first you'd say, well, it's just Yuri Prohashka, right? There's not, what are you talking about, the Voices? If you visited Yuri in the Czech Forest and you were there for about a week and a half, and you did the dark room with them and you just chilled with them for a couple days, you would eventually see the voice or hear the Voices too, and you'd realize, you know, Yuri's actually, well, oh my god, his duo, you know, the Voices, these guys are always chilling together, and it makes sense, right? It just makes sense that Yuri Prohashka and the Voices, they're a classic duo. That they're who you think of when you think of, you know, Yuri calling out Alex's dark magic. At first you think, well, this guy's crazy, but in reality, the Voices are telling him to call that out. It's the Voices, okay? And they're a great duo. They're somebody who I would love to chill with and hang out with and, you know, practice my samurai schizo maxing with and just chill with, right? They're a good chill duo, but, you know, for official purposes, I don't want to freaking put them on the official list. But let's start off with our first member of the official top 5, okay? Who is DC and Islam Makhachev. Now, this is arguably we could put DC and any Dagestani here, because DC is a Dagestani lover, right? For as long as time has existed, similar to how Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch have been, you know, a big duo, DC and Islam and Habib and, you know, Umar and, you know, friggin' insert Dagestani clone number 3000 have been duos. They've been, you know, chopping it up, as I said in my other video. They've been chopping it up. They're always funny. That is something you need as a duo. If you're not funny, if you're not getting a giggle out of me, why would I be your duo? Why would I join up and make it a trio? Because that is ultimately what you need as a good duo. You need to be able to convince me to join and, you know, be a good trio together. And if I'm not, you know, if I can't get a couple giggles from you, like if you guys aren't making me giggle, then, you know, kick my feet up and down and stuff, I'm not going to be joining your duo, okay? I'm not going to queue up with you boys, okay? You're not getting a trio out of me. But DC and Islam, these guys are funny, okay? These guys are funny. They're always, you know, cracking up fat jokes about DC. You know, you got Habib making a fat joke, despite the fact that Habib probably weighs the same amount as DC at this point. But, you know, Islam and DC is always, you know, he's always making a funny joke about his wrestling. And these guys, I think it's because they're wrestlers, right? It's because they're both wrestlers that they find that, you know, that deep connection together. But I feel like these guys would be a fun duo to join. Maybe take a trip to Dagestan, you know, hike the mountains of Dagestan and, you know, meet up with the Habib Nurmagomedov family, who, I'm sure they're up to some very good activities. But listen, it'd be really fun to hang out with these guys, and I think DC would just add the extra, you'd add an extra spice to it, right? And we could all practice our, Dagestan English, where we kind of speak, we simple it down, where we speak, brother, this guy, brother, this guy, I love to hang out with this guy, and I love to hang out with DC, brother. I think DC and Islam, brother, this guy's perfect duo, brother. Perfect duo. I love DC. I love Islam is funny. I think it's going to be good duo. That is a perfect duo. Let's move on to another perfect duo. This is a beautiful couple who I think they've split up, but they used to be, people didn't know this. They used to be a couple, okay? They used to date each other, Hamzat and Darren Till. Darren Till looks like a beauty in this picture. He looks like a fucking Chad, bro. And I miss Darren Till. I miss, both of these guys almost, it's like they don't even fight anymore. I mean, obviously Darren Till doesn't fight in the UFC anymore, but Hamzat, when's the last time we saw Hamzat fight? I think it was 2003. Oh, yeah, November 9th, 2003. I remember that day like it was yesterday when he fought, the local postman. But obviously, Hamzat and Darren Till, they're a great duo. They've always been together. But they have split up recently, I'm pretty sure. At least I haven't heard a lot of stuff from them. But they used to be such a good duo. They used to be hanging out all the time. They used to be, cracking up jokes all the time. And that's something I need. Obviously, I said the joke stuff. But, you got Hamzat, who they're almost like polar opposites in my eyes. Because Hamzat, outside the cage, right? Sure, in the cage, he's loud and he's screaming, I'm coming for everyone. I'm going to kill everyone. Perfect Hamzat impression. But, outside the cage, he's always, he's a little calm. He's like, brother, I'm gonna smash this guy, brother. I'm gonna smash him. I'm gonna kill him, brother. I'm gonna kill him. Whoa, holy crap. Wait, I actually do have the best accents on YouTube. Darren Till, Darren Till would provide some comedic relief out there. And he'd be more of a, I don't want to say the less chill guy, but in a way, he'd be less chill. Because Hamzat, I feel like would be more chill when it comes to, just relaxing. But let's say if you get into a scrap, if Tim Welch and his boy Sean O'Malley try to pull up on you, and a couple of their goons, maybe Schmitty, Sean O'Malley, oh my god, Schmitty, Sean O'Malley, and Tim Welch, they pull up to you, they're a trio, right? And then you got me, obviously I am 6'8", so you got me, Darren Till, and Hamzat Chimaev. You got me and my boys versus Tim Welch and his boys. I think it's going to be me and my boys winning every time. I think our trio is going to smoke my biggest ops, and it's not even going to be close because, listen, Hamzat has that Street Fighter experience. This guy, I've heard rumors that this guy's stabbing people in the freaking streets. This guy doesn't care. He'll get a sip of beer, he'll fucking stab you in the eyes. Okay, that sounds very gruesome, but he will. He's done it before. He'll stab you and he'll just toss you around. I've said it before. He tosses you around like a sack of potatoes. As long as he's not, the one thing you do got to be careful of is you can't go out on a cold night because he might get the sniffles and then it's over for him. It is over. You're going to be escorting him to the hospital. You're going to have to give him a cup of warm noodles to help him, get good again. But dude, other than that, Hamzat and Darren Till are low-key an awesome duo. They're low-key an awesome duo, and I hope these guys get back together. And maybe we could even get the guru. We could get the guru here, and it could be a fucking, it could be a squad. It could be a squad. We can have a cool little squad here. But let's move on to, bro, why is the picture like this? All right, well, we got Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland looks like a midget here. But listen, we got Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira. And listen, these guys would be a tough duo because, look, Alex Pereira and Sean Strickland, these guys, believe it or not, I don't know if a lot of people knew this, but they actually fought back in the day. They did fight back in the day, something that people don't know about. They fought, and Sean Strickland did actually lose to him. Sean Strickland was getting tossed around in that octagon by Alex's left hook, right? It was his left hook that it kind of sent him across the octagon, sent him flying, and it humbled Sean Strickland. And that's why I kind of like this Sean Strickland and Alex Pereira duo, because it creates a humble version of Sean, where Sean's a little more humble. He's not necessarily thinking he's the Mr. Macho out there, because he knows, man, if I'm sparring with Alex Pereira, I can't go 100% like I am against a guy like Sneeko, because, I think Alex Pereira might knock me the fuck out. So, it creates a humbler version of Sean, but at the end of the day, these guys are always doing something funny. They're always having a funny little clip when they meet up, and I think that these guys are a good duo. And maybe I maybe I wouldn't want to spar with a guy like Sean Strickland. So maybe the sparring's out of question. But, you know, in terms of, we'll go grab a cup of coffee, right? We'll grab a cup of pure black, some pure black coffee. No soy milk, no oat milk, no almond milk, no vanilla, freaking hazelnut, freaking caramel, freaking soy, freaking seed oil, freaking cappuccino, margarito. That's not even a margarita. Yeah, we're just gonna grab a Cuban coffee. We'll grab some Cuban cafe, and man, we're gonna freaking grab some coffees and just hang out at the beach or something. That sounds like a good little day trip with my boy Alex Pereira and Sean Strickland. And obviously, these guys got my back if, you know, Schmitty and the boys try and pull up with their freaking joints in their hand. Like, I don't think that Sean O'Malley would be a threat as long as I got a guy like Alex Pereira there. And Sean Strickland, right? This is peak content. I'm glad everybody is enjoying this video. Make sure to subscribe and like to the one person who is still watching this. But listen, amazing content. Let's move on to our last duo. I don't even care. It's not a top 5, okay? It's not a top 5. I baited you. It's a top 4. But listen, Merab and Aljo, these guys, the one thing is, I'd have to say Merab would go on a yap session and a half. He'd be like, one more thing, guys. One more thing, guys. Aljo, let me tell you this, brother. Aljo, I want to get pizza, Aljo. I want to get pizza. And Aljo, after this, we can go to, Aljo, one more thing. He would not shut up, and that's the one problem that I have with Merab, right? With Aljo, I'm sure Aljo would be cool. Maybe he'd get a little salty sometimes, because Aljo has a bit of a salty side when he's talking about, you know, that Sean O'Malley fight and some other fights. So I could see Aljo getting a little salty, but otherwise I think it would be a good time, because these guys, when they're a duo, they seem to be pretty chill. Maybe they're a little corny. Maybe they do get a little corny, and, you know, they're yapping too much, or they're trying to film a skit with me and, you know, make fun of Sean O'Malley or something in the skit. But other than that, I think that these guys they'd be pretty chill to hang out with. Where are they? They're in, like, New York, usually, like the Long Island area or something. So, oh, we could even hang out with, who's their coach? Ray Longo. You know, you got Ray Longo, you got Matt Serra, you got John Johnson, you got freaking Billy Bobberton. You got Billy Bobberton. And obviously all those classics over there. We could all grab a big not deep dish pizza, whatever, New York style pizza. We could grab a New York style pizza and hang out in the sewers. I'm sure these guys, you know, they know the Ninja Turtles. They're friends with those guys. And Merab might have spent some time in the sewers back in the day. I'm sure, you know, when he was a construction worker, he had to dig in those sewers, man. And he had to that would actually be fun. Why don't we go sewer scavenging? Sewer scavenging with Merab, and I'd have Merab there to protect me from Sean O'Malley. Obviously, if Sean O'Malley tries to come there, he would take him to, you know, a unanimous decision, 49-46, and then Sean O'Malley would cope and say that he won. But listen, it would be a great time. Aljo can go maybe fight Tim Welch or something. I don't know about Aljo, but listen, I think this is a great duo. All of these guys are great duos, man. And listen, every single one of these, they have a special place in my duo heart. And I definitely queue up with these guys. Definitely not these guys, though. Definitely not these guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll leave it at that. Let me know if maybe I forgot a duo in here. Maybe there's somebody who I forgot, but I didn't, because I don't forget people. I just don't include them. Okay, so if you think that I forgot, Justin Gaethje and Kamaru Usman. Yeah, tell me I forgot Justin Gaethje and Kamaru Usman. Tell me I forgot them, because Uncle Gaethje and Uncle Usman aren't on this list for a reason, bro. I don't want to hang out with them, bro. I don't want to hang out with them. You know, you got salty freaking Kamaru, who's going to bring up some bullshit, and then you got Gaethje, who's, you know, going to be freaking... He's dumber than a doornail. He's dumber than a doornail. I'm not hanging out with those guys. I'm sorry if you're a Gaethje fan. I'm sorry if you're a Kamaru fan. I'm not hanging out with them. But listen, at least they're not on my biggest ops list like these guys. But that's it for the video. Obviously amazing content, guys. Make sure to subscribe. This is a very requested video. I had about 1,000 gazillion people requesting this, so I made it. But that's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And peace.